What is Caritas? The meaning of this word is perfectly explained by St. Thomas. It's love, readiness to act, and joy that comes with it. The source of this love is God Himself, our Father. As His children, we owe each other brotherly love. And it's with this love that Caritas, the largest aid organization in Poland, approaches each and every person. Helping those in need was the goal, when in the 1920s and 30s, the early beginnings of the organization, Caritas began operating as a set of unions. It remained our mission after reactivation in the 1990s and after nearly 40 years of communist state monopoly on charitable work in Poland. During the first years after its revival, Caritas was learning how to help and how to respond to needs in the face of crises, disasters, and conflicts. Nowadays, the development of transport, supply chains, and communication channels has allowed Caritas to provide aid at the highest possible level. Currently, the largest foreign aid program implemented by Caritas Poland is the Family to Family program, which began in 2016 as a response to the war in Syria. The mechanism of the program worked so well that in the following years, Caritas Poland decided to extend its support to families in the Gaza Strip, Iraq, and Lebanon, and this year also to Ukraine. The value of the aid provided since the program's initiation has so far exceeded 64 million zloty. For more than 3 years, Caritas Poland has also been present in Yemen, a country with the biggest ongoing humanitarian crisis. Yemen is a dangerous and challenging country for humanitarian work, but the experience gained over the years has allowed Caritas Poland to establish its own independent mission. Caritas Poland's foreign aid is not limited to the Middle East. Africa is an important course where we cooperate with Polish missionaries implementing nutrition and education programs. Moreover, Caritas Poland provides support in countries like Venezuela, which for years has been in an economic crisis. Thanks to our partnership with Direttore Marcin's Colombia, Caritas Poland has created its Package for Venezuela program, which provides refugee families from Venezuela and the poorest Colombians with dedicated food aid. Apart from international aid on 5 continents, as a Polish organization, Caritas Poland coordinates the work of 45 diocesan Caritas organizations and prioritizes support in our own country. Numerous programs for children and senior citizens, the poor, sick, and disabled, those homeless and socially excluded, are efficiently implemented thanks to Caritas centers throughout the country. They are supported by Caritas employees, as well as nearly 100,000 volunteers working in school Caritas circles, parish Caritas teams, or volunteer centers. Without them, programs such as Help for Seniors or Grateful Medics would not be as efficient as they turned out to be. Laudato Si, a Caritas project created in response to Pope Francis's call to care for our common home Earth, would not have been possible. Finally, without volunteers, neither the Caritas patronal holiday called the Day of Good, a manifestation of solidarity with Ukrainian refugees, nor the unprecedented scale of aid carried out to war-stricken Ukraine would have succeeded this year. The war in Ukraine is not only an enormous challenge for Caritas Poland, but also a test. Did we provide the help and support that we promised? It's difficult to truly assess, but the scale of intervention and long-term assistance, combined with numerous activities, shows the active participation of Caritas in helping refugees since the beginning of the war. At the beginning of the war in Ukraine, Poland faced an inflow of unprecedented numbers of refugees in need of immediate, fundamental support. At this time, aid was provided as needed. In the border zone, Caritas set up hope tents where volunteers were on duty day and night, serving hot meals, offering temporary shelter, or providing information. Caritas distributed food, thermoses, and blankets to all the reception points in cooperation with border services. During the busiest time on the Polish-Ukrainian border, Caritas handed out more than 2 million meals. Many Caritas points were turned into accommodation for arriving refugees, mothers with children, and the elderly. During this most demanding time, 20,000 Caritas volunteers were helping refugees in every possible way, including more than 1,300 volunteers at the Polish-Ukrainian border. At the same time, Caritas began sending in-kind donations to people in Ukraine. To increase the speed and efficiency of shipments, the organization improved planning by working with its partners in the Caritas Internationalis Confederation, primarily Caritas Spes and Caritas Ukraine, as well as the U.S. Catholic Relief Services, Caritas Switzerland, Caritas Deutschland, and Caritas Italiana. The coordination centers have already been launched in the region of Przemyśl Archdiocese and in Lublin. The well-established cooperation resulted in creating a cross-border hub with more than 3,000 square meters and a warehouse managed by the employees of the Caritas Archdiocese of Lublin. Thanks to significant improvements, Caritas was able to implement the Package for Ukraine program, which allows everyone to support the people of Ukraine. About 40,000 parcels have already been delivered to people in need. The value of one parcel is about 300-400 zloty, and this means that so far the aid from Polish donors in this campaign has exceeded 14 million zloty. Continuing help at the border, Caritas is now providing support to refugees throughout Poland. Volunteers have taken particular care of Ukrainian children, organizing care and educational support for 2,500 youngsters. Caritas has taken in 700 children with their caregivers from Ukrainian foster care and helped relocate children in need of specialized assistance. In addition, as part of the Caritas summer campaign, it has arranged summer holidays for more than 1,600 children from Ukraine. Caritas provides multi-directional support for refugees, such as psychological consultations and legal assistance. More than 24,000 people have benefited from information and legal assistance, and nearly 5,000 from psychological support. In addition, more than 800 disabled people and 1,850 elderly persons have been under the care of Caritas. To help refugees on a permanent and long-term basis, Caritas has launched 32 migrant and refugee assistance centers where people can receive psychological and legal support, as well as take advantage of various activities, including language courses or courses related to navigating the labor market. Migrant and refugee assistance centers have so far helped over 400,000 refugees. Through Caritas, refugees can also receive material and financial assistance. So far, the organization has donated nearly 2,700 prepaid cards valid in grocery stores with a total value of 2.5 million zloty, 20,600 e-codes for the Biedronka chain store with a value of 1,348,000 zloty, and 3,000 Sodexo prepaid cards with a total value of 3,840,000 zloty. In the near future, Caritas Poland plans to begin more large-scale aid initiatives for Ukraine. One of them is the Family-to-Family program, which will initially cover at least 500 families in the Kyiv-Zhytomyr diocese. Families will receive monthly support of more than 300 zloty. The initial value of the project is 1 million euros. Nobody knows what tomorrow will bring, but Caritas wants to be ready for any possible scenario. To meet the challenges to come, we continue to work on our institutional development that is inherent to our mission, while becoming a modern organization that continues to be faithful to its calling.